to every. Today I want to talk about something deeply personal, yet universally important. Something many people face but often find hard to speak about: depression. And more importantly, what it means to walk through it. Depression is often misunderstood as a moment in time, something that happens and then passes quickly. But the truth is, depression is more like a journey than a destination. It's not a place you suddenly arrive at, nor is it something you can simply escape by flipping a switch. For many, it is a slow, heavy walk through emotions that are difficult to explain and even harder to manage. There are days when the weight feels unbearable, and other days when a faint glimmer of hope begins to show. The path is rarely straight and never the same for everyone. Walking through depression means accepting that healing takes time. It isn't a quick fix or a one-size-fits-all solution. It's messy and often unpredictable. Some days you may feel like you're making progress, only to wake up the next morning feeling as though you've taken 10 steps back. That can be discouraging, and it's easy to start believing that things will never get better. But part of understanding depression as a journey is realizing that setbacks are not failures. They're simply part of the road. And every step, forward or backward, is still part of the process. There's also a tendency to compare journeys, especially in the age of social media, where others appear to be thriving while you're barely hanging on. But your journey is your own. There is no map that fits everyone, and what helps one person may not work for another. The most important thing is to keep going, even if it's at your own pace. Rest when you need to, crawl if you must, but don't stop. This journey also brings a deeper understanding of yourself. As painful as it is, walking through depression forces you to confront what lies beneath the surface. It teaches you patience, empathy, and resilience in a way that few other experiences can. It reveals who your true support systems are and shows you the strength you didn't know you had. Even when you feel numb or defeated, simply continuing to exist, to breathe, to try, those are acts of quiet bravery. What many people don't realize is that walking through depression isn't always about striving for happiness right away. Sometimes it's about reaching for moments of peace, clarity, or connection. It's about learning to sit with your emotions without letting them define you. And eventually, with time, those moments grow. Light returns, slowly at first, but steadily. The fog lifts, and you start to feel like yourself again. Or perhaps a new version of yourself, shaped by everything you've endured. So if you or someone you love is facing depression, remember this: it's a journey, not a destination. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. You don't have to rush. Just take it one step at a time, knowing that with support, compassion, and time, there is a path through, and there is life on the other side. When you're in the depths of depression, hope can feel like a distant memory, like something that once existed but no longer applies to you. It can seem unreachable, like a light you can barely see at the end of a long tunnel. Depression has a way of convincing you that things will never get better, that your pain is permanent, and that no one and nothing can truly help. But those thoughts, however convincing, are not the truth. The truth is that hope and help are real, even if you can't feel them right now. Hope doesn't always arrive in the form of dramatic change. Sometimes it shows up quietly in the decision to get through just one more day, in the comfort of a familiar voice, or in the moment when you realize you've laughed for the first time in a while. These small glimpses of light can be the first signs that healing is possible. Even in the darkest moments, there is a future waiting to be written. And that future can be brighter than you imagine right now. Help is not a weakness. Reaching out for support is one of the bravest and most powerful steps you can take. There are people who care, and there are professionals who are trained to help you navigate depression. Therapists, counselors, support groups, and doctors can offer guidance, tools, and sometimes medication that can significantly improve your mental health. No one expects you to carry the weight of depression alone, nor should you. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself. Sometimes just knowing that others have faced similar struggles and come out the other side can be a source of hope. Stories of recovery, resilience, and growth are all around us, not because people are stronger or more capable than you, but because they held on through the hard days and accepted help when they needed it. Their stories can become your reminders. That healing is not only possible, but probable with time, effort, and support. There are also tools and techniques that can make a real difference. Therapy, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or other evidence-based approaches, has helped countless people understand and manage their thoughts. Medication, when prescribed and monitored by a professional, can correct chemical imbalances that fuel depression. Lifestyle changes, such as regular movement, better sleep, nutrition, and mindfulness practices may seem small, but they often make a meaningful impact over time. Even if you don't believe in hope right now, it's okay. Sometimes hope comes later. Sometimes you just have to borrow it from someone else who believes in you, from a friend who won't give up, from a therapist who sees your strength even when you don't. You don't have to feel hopeful to keep moving forward. You just have to hold on long enough for the light to return. Things can get better. Your current pain doesn't define your entire life. Hope is real. Help is available, and you are never beyond the reach of either.